Hello and welcome back to the Dragon Den. I'm KingofDragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse The Boy Wonder Robin. Getting Robin out of the packaging, McFarlane has done a great job with this version of Tim Drake. I'm actually quite impressed by this new suit that he is wearing, and it is from the Rebirth storyline. The design looks very accurate to the comics, and I like what McFarlane has done with some of the choices they made with this figure. As far as his accessories goes, Tim Drake comes with several different sets of hands, which is quite impressive for a McFarlane figure. Getting a closer look at his details, McFarlane has done a great job sculpting this brand new suit for Robin. It's a much more modern take than that bright red and green costume that we're used to seeing, but I absolutely love the Rebirth storyline and how Robin was depicted. The head sculpt has to be my favorite version of Tim Drake, as this has that very cocky smirk on it. His mask is actually done quite well and is in that Robin green color. His face does seem a little bit pasty because they did paint the flesh tone rather than casting the entire head in flesh tone. And I even like the hair that Tim Drake is sporting here, as it is very accurate to the Rebirth storyline. Unlike the traditional Robin suits, there is very little red on this outfit, being only on his chest piece. It is quite obvious to tell that this is a more modern take on Robin, as his suit seems more armor plated than spandex. The red plates look really good here, and the paint job is actually quite clean. And of course he does have the Robin insignia on his chest, which is painted very well. On Robin's shoulders you can see that he has these green shoulder pads, which are sculpted really well. They're done in segments and cover his shoulder pretty decently, and I really love the black undersuit. I'm not a fan of the exposed skin on his arms, as it's kind of strange seeing how he has a short sleeve and then an arm sleeve. But as you get to his gloves, he does have the traditional Batman gloves where you do see the spikes coming out of each segment of his glove. The sculpt work on his utility belt is actually quite impressive, although I'm not a fan of this dirty color that they went with. You can see various pouches and capsules going throughout his utility belt, and I especially love the fact that you can see a rope for his grapple hook. And Robin's pants are just basically going to be done in black plastic, and they do look good, as they do have some hints of green on them. I would have liked to see these green parts sculpted on, as the mold is actually quite clean and there's really not much to speak of other than the muscle striations on his legs. As you get down to his boots, you can see there is a little separation between his boots and his pants, but it's hard to tell as they're both cast in black plastic. And strangely enough, the bottom of Robin's sole is actually painted in green. And finally, taking a look at his cape, McFarlane has gone the route of giving Robin a fabric cape. I'm actually impressed by the color of the cape, as it is dual color, with the outside being black and the inside being yellow. And I like the fact that this cape is actually shorter than your standard superhero cape, which is iconic of Robin. Overall, the look of Robin is quite impressive, and being a fan of the Rebirth storyline, I love the way this Robin came out. Despite the fact that there's not too much red on this figure, it still has enough that you can see that this is a version of Robin. With the paint and details out of the way, let's compare Robin to our usual suspects. Getting Robin posed to our usual suspects, you can see because he is part of the McFarlane Multiverse line, he is going to be quite larger than your standard 6-inch figure. And unfortunately, because McFarlane is very inconsistent with the scale, he is going to be taller than some of your Multiverse Batman figures. Having a look at Robin's articulation, he has a double ball joint in the head, ball sockets in his shoulders, arms go out to the side and do a full 360. A swivel in the bicep and double hinges in his elbow. Robin is going to have a ball hinge swivel at his wrist. At his torso, Robin is going to have a ball joint in the upper torso and a ball joint in the lower torso. His legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He has a double bend in the knee, a ball hinge swivel at the ankle, and finally a toe hinge. And at his cape, Robin actually has a very sturdy wireframe. Robin here is going to have your standard McFarlane articulation, and I am happy to say the wireframe in the cape is actually a welcomed addition. So with everything said and done about the DC Multiverse Rebirth Robin, let's get him posed for my final thoughts. DC's Rebirth has to be one of my favorite storylines in recent years, and I am really happy that McFarlane Toys has given us a Rebirth Robin. Even though Tim Drake started out the Rebirth series as Red Robin, I am really happy that they went back and christened him as Robin. The head sculpt has to be one of my favorite parts of this figure, as it captures Tim Drake perfectly. The cocky, arrogant smile is quite welcomed on this figure, and the sculpt work on his hair is very impressive. Add to it the array of hands that Red Robin comes with is rather impressive, as McFarlane normally doesn't give this many hands to a single figure. However, he doesn't come with any other accessories. We don't get any bird-a-rings, we don't get any grapple hooks, and we don't get any staffs with this Robin. Add to it with the new fabric wireframe capes, it makes posing these figures much more fun. If you are looking for your very own Robin, he should be starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video, so do be patient and he will start popping up at Walmart and Target. This is one of my favorite looks for the character, and I really do hope that you guys check out this figure and add him to your collection. Thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den, but before you go, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my DC Multiverse videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragon Knights coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.